Social and psychological constructs sort of form this morphic field. Have you ever seen the way birds can fly together, like they kind of swarm? What's happening with that is their little limbic systems in their little brains are all linking together, and so they're flying in a flock as one. They're not running into each other, and they're all morphing together like that. That's how social and psychological constructs work. We have a social construct that you're supposed to dress a certain way when you go to work. And then along comes the 1960s and that changes, So somebody started breaking the morphic field. It started changing the way we could show up. Then we have casual Fridays also, So it's about breaking those morphic fields in order to be free, in order to be at choice. Now, sometimes we don't want to break a morphic field and then end up with nothing, no guidance, no values. That's not really helpful. So in your process of evolving as a human, you want to take some time to think. Think about what it is that your values are, what matter to you from the inside, not the values out there. Not, the church says, or, the government says, or, my boss says, or, somebody else says. Now, those are the constructs you want to question. Those you want to be questioning, like, is that what works for me? Is that in my best interest? Am I being gaslit by someone who actually is telling me that I need to behave a certain way in order to manipulate me? More consciousness. So be aware that a lot of these constructs are not in your best interest. They're not made for you. They're made for somebody else. Look at those constructs and notice what works for you and what doesn't work for you. If you make a choice about adhering to a construct, be at choice about it. One of the very common ones we have in our Western society is monogamy. Now, monogamy is a social construct. Nobody ever said that that's the way it needs to be. But now that's the way it needs to be. And it has been for many years. But before that, monogamy didn't exist. That's really something to think about. So who and what does monogamy serve? What is it for? If it's a construct that we've put together, who is it serving? How is it helping or not? Is it something that you want to adhere to because you're at choice, because that's what you want in your life? Or is it something that somebody else is subjecting you to from the outside because it serves somehow somebody else? Now, there are many other ones. Monogamy is just one I like to talk about, kind of puts a hook in people because it's so ingrained. But there are many other ones. For the longest time, women had to wear skirts. Now they wear pants. That was a morphic field that was broken. That is, that's some of the things that happen as we evolve as human beings. We have to be able to break the social and psychological constructs that are regulating us. We have to break the morphic fields that society is imposing on us so that we can make better ones. It's not about anarchy. It's not about having no kind of rules. No, it's about being at choice and creating the rules and the rituals that serve us in our human evolution, both individually and collectively. That's what Love Conscious Humans is all about. We're here to evolve. We want to crowdsource individual development and self-love and love consciousness so that we can come together and break some of those morphic fields for the better. Teaching people how to be at choice in their daily lives individually will lead to them coming together and being and crowdsourcing new solutions to old problems. So give it some thought. What are the social and psychological constructs some rules and rituals that are ruling you, that don't serve you. How would you like to change them? What would you invent instead? And what would that look like?